Welcome to our journey into the intriguing history of the British East India Company, a powerful entity that shaped the course of trade and politics in the 17th to 19th centuries.
The East India Company had grown from a tiny band of merchants with a small foothold in India into a colossal trading empire. Its wealth rivaled that of the British state.
Our story begins in the early 17th century when the British East India Company was chartered in 1600 by Queen Elizabeth I. Initially focused on spice trade, the company established a presence in the East Indies, paving the way for its expansion into the Indian subcontinent. As our story unfolds, witness how the East India Company strategically positioned itself to dominate key trade routes, creating a virtual monopoly in the region. Picture a network of well-fortified trading posts and warehouses, the company's epicenter of control, dictating the ebb and flow of international trade. The immense wealth accumulated during this era fueled not only the company's expansion, but also solidified its standing as a commercial juggernaut. With the demand for exotic commodities reaching new heights, the East India Company turned its gaze to the riches of India. A land brimming with resources. Through a blend of diplomatic finesse and occasional coercion, the company carved its presence in various corners of the Indian subcontinent, embarking on a journey through the intricate tapestry of Indian politics and culture. Yet the East India Company was not just a master of trade, it was a wielder of military might. Military campaigns against local rulers became the company's hallmark, a strategy that not only safeguarded its interests, but also solidified its dominance across the vast expanse of the Indian subcontinent. Success brought influence, and the East India Company formed close ties with the British government. Recognizing the pivotal role played by the company, the British government viewed its wealth and economic significance as indispensable to Britain's prosperity. This symbiotic relationship ushered in a critical phase, propelling the East India Company to unparalleled heights of power. As the company's reach expanded, so did its need for protection and support. Enter the British government with substantial military backing. The Royal Navy and British Army collaborated seamlessly with the company, offering military aid to secure its interests and propel its expansion across the subcontinent. With the East India Company firmly established in India, the subcontinent underwent significant changes. The company's economic and political dominance influenced Indian society, contributing to social, cultural, and economic transformations. However, this era also witnessed growing discontent and resistance among the Indian population, laying the groundwork for a pivotal chapter in history. The 20th century ushered in a wave of movements for Indian independence. Led by visionary leaders like Mahatma Gandhi, Jawaharlal Nehru, and others, India sought to break free from colonial rule. The struggle for independence culminated in 1947, when India finally gained its freedom from British rule. The departure of the British marked the end of an era and the beginning of a new chapter for India. As India gained independence, the East India Company's influence dwindled. The Indian government gradually dismantled the remnants of the company's legacy, marking the end of its formal presence in the subcontinent. The company, which once held immense power, faded into history. Our reflection on this historical odyssey reveals that the British East India Company was not merely a commercial giant, it was a force to be reckoned with in politics. Its legacy, imprinted on the annals of India's history and the broader world, stands as a testament to the intricate interplay between trade, power, and politics during this transformative era.